Welcome back. Let's talk about the second point of making a progressive web app, and probably the cutest little icon that I'm going to have in this course, the app manifest. Now, for a progressive web app to behave like a native app, we need to mimic not just the function of a native app, but also some of the views that we get with it, or the shell. For example, on your phone, you can download an app and have an app icon. On Android devices, you have things such as splash screens. The idea is to make the web app as indistinguishable as possible to a real mobile app. And we can do that with the app manifest. Before we get into it, though, the one thing I do want to point is that a lot of people forget to include in their index.html file this line over here. And this comes out of the box with Create React App. You can see that I'm in the public index.html folder. And this line, which is the meta tag with viewport, optimizes the app for multiple devices. And this might seem super obvious, but a lot of people forget it. And this line helps with adjusting the screen size based on the device. So this is a must, and it will warn you if you're missing this line in the Lighthouse report. So now that we have the screen set up for mobile devices, let's talk about the app manifest file. And as you can see in our public folder, again, this is something that we get for free from Create React App. And this is it. This is the manifest.json file. It's a simple JSON file that gives the developers the ability to control how the app should appear to the user in areas where they would expect to see apps, such as the mobile device home screen. And just define how the app is going to launch and how it's going to look. So if you remember, in my example over here with this Hacker News app, we had the Add to Home Screen button in the Application tab. And you might have noticed that we actually clicked on this thing called Manifest in the application. And that's the manifest.json file. The browser reads this and spits out this little piece of information for us. And if I scroll down, you see that I have icons here that get downloaded, just like I did for when I downloaded it onto my home screen. And this is the icon that you'll see when you download this app on your mobile phone. And it also gives us this nice little feature to add to home screen. So this is the app manifest file and what it does. Now, how do we generate these icons? We see over here that Create React App has generated a favicon in the public folder. But we're missing a few things, aren't we? We don't have all these other sized icons for mobile phones because we still need to generate them for our app. And you can see here that they have different sizes based on whichever device this gets downloaded on. Luckily for us, there's a great tool that does this very nicely and easily. It's called Real Favicon Generator. And this, all we need to do is provide an image, such as an image of a robot, by just clicking on Select Favicon Picture. And it'll take you through the steps to download these. And all we need to do is include them in our public folder, just like the favicon icon was, and reference them in the manifest.json file. And don't worry, this is exactly what we're going to do in our exercise to turn our RoboFriends app into a progressive web app. Another thing that this website does for us is previewing and customizing the splash screen for our manifest file. Now, what is a splash screen? In older versions of Chrome for Android, tapping on the home screen icon for an app would often take up to a couple of hundred milliseconds. before that screen gets loaded, a user would see a white screen, which makes the experience a little bit jarring, and it looks like the website is loading really slow. So Chrome 47 and above support this idea of a splash screen, where you can add a background color when you tap on the app, the progressive web app. Instead of loading the white screen, it's going to load something called a splash screen, where it'll have the background color, the name, and icon of the web app. And it will get that all from our manifest.json file. And this is all done simply to make your web app feel a lot closer to what you see with native apps. When you click on native apps, even if they're loading, they have some sort of a background and icon to show you that it is loading. Overall though, that's it. That's pretty simple, right? All we need is some icons and add them to manifest.json file. That's it for now. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.